Hi, everybody, it's Dawn, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Just got back from seeing the doctor, and a few things happened today. And tomorrow, just to top it all off, tomorrow I have my colonoscopy tomorrow, and now I haven't been able to eat all day, starving. And do you remember what this stuff? If anyone's ever had a colonoscopy, you know what that stuff is. So I got back from the surgeons today. It's a brand new surgeon. I've never met her before. Same department as my oncologist, though. And she comes highly recommended. And I got to talk to some of them, the other doctor and the nurse, and a lot of them recognized me from before. But yeah, I was kind of surprised in a way because like all the indications are that there is a cancer growth on the adrenal gland, and so they're going over all the surgery stuff with me and everything, and the recoup time and all this stuff. It's 4 to 7 days in the hospital to recover. 2 weeks recovery at home minimum, if not longer, because it can really affect your system. I might have to take steroids after that. It all depends on how things work. And then they'll look at, if I need chemo or anything after that. I'm going, okay, all right, I'm ready for the surgery. And then she says, well, I'm going to try and see if I can get somebody to get you in today and take a biopsy. And so I had to wait around a little bit. Unfortunately, they couldn't do it. The doctor was just too busy, couldn't get in. But now they want to schedule me for a biopsy because right now they're just going off indicators, right? The PET scan and the blood work. Now, both of those are pretty darn good indicators that there's something there. However, she says the PET scan has fooled her before, and her colleagues, where it looks like there's cancer there and there's something going on in the system, and it turns out it's not. So apparently I have to go now for a biopsy first, but they did make me sign all my paperwork. I've signed all my paperwork to go in for surgery, and gave them all my permissions and everything, but it does not look like I can get in very quickly. There's a backlog here since the pandemic, as in everywhere else. And she says the earliest, there's nothing in May, which is disappointing to me. They said June or July, and I have a cruise in June, and I have a 7-day resort stay in June for my travel agency, Travel Only, our award ceremony and get together with everybody. So 2 pretty big events in June, and I don't know now if I'm going to be able to go. I have to wait. I have to see how long it takes them to do the biopsy first. And then if the biopsy comes back positive, yes, it's cancer, then they're going to schedule the surgery. They cannot schedule the surgery until they get the biopsy back. Now, the good news is she says it's super slow growing, because she's looked at all my blood work and that thing in the past, and she's, it's not a huge thing, but if I go with the surgery, it looks like they are going to remove one of the adrenal glands, the whole adrenal gland. And the reason they really want to do the biopsy is, like I mentioned in one of my last videos that I talked about this, is I'm not showing any of the symptoms of somebody who has cancer on the adrenal gland. Not a single symptom. And she's very confused by that, because she says normally there's at least minimum three symptoms that people have that you'll that's a firm indicator. I don't have any of them. Don't have a single one of those. So I got my fingers crossed that maybe it's nothing. But like I said, the indicators and the signs are, yeah, if the blood works up like that and they see something on the PET scan, chances are there's something there. And hopefully, I'd rather it be the adrenal gland instead of hiding someplace else on my body that might not be as easy to look after and everything. One of the things I got a kick out of is I was talking to one person after I saw the doctors and everything, and she came up to me because she recognized me, and she says, we talk about you. And I go, okay, what are you talking about me about? And she says, you're kind of an outlier and a kind of a thing that we're showing people and showing some of our students and our residences and stuff like that as they come in. I said, well, what are you talking about? What do you mean by that? And she says, well, you've been through a lot in a short amount of time. She says, you've been through 6 surgeries, 3 different types of cancer, a year and a half of chemo, radiation therapy, and now you're possibly coming here for a 4th. Yet it's not slowing you down. You're always positive when you come in here. You've helped other patients while you've been in here having your chemo. And they said, like, we're kind of fans of you. We wish a lot of patients were like you, instead of a lot of them just come in and they're just terrified, and I understand that completely, but it's almost like they've given up before they walked in the door. And I say, yeah, that's not my motto. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go out fighting, scrapping tooth and nail. But it was pretty nice to hear that. And I, of course, said, well, the only reason I'm still here is because of everybody here at this hospital. And they've kept me here and kept me around this long. And I said, I have one of the best support systems you'll ever see in the world. And that's you guys out there who are always cheering me on and making sure that I know that there's lots of good thoughts and good vibes coming my way whenever I get into some of this trouble. So, but it was really nice to hear the doctor say that they're kind of fans of my attitude and all that, and I had no idea that they were talking about any of that stuff. But apparently, yeah, they bring up my file and they bring up my picture and put it up and show people. That's kind of weird. I just want this to be a positive story at the end. I don't want to be that, well, everything was good and good and good, and then something happened, right? So, yeah, I'm still saying I'm going to be that one that's kept on. Look at this guy. He's gone through 55 surgeries, and he's still kicking and cruising. And so that's kind of the model that I'm holding to. And now I just wait for the biopsy and then head for surgery when they ask, but it's not going to be anytime real soon as far as I know. So I promise to keep you guys updated. There you are. I'm updated. Nothing overly concerning today, but it does pretty much look like I will be going to surgery, but maybe not till June. If they call me, I'll go. I'll go tomorrow if they call me. But in the meantime, the hardest thing of my day is having to drink all this stuff by tomorrow on an empty stomach. And it tastes horrible.